It's been a long time, but Manchester United are finally ready to play football. Jesus, it seems weeks ago since Manchester United last played because of games getting postponed. But it does look like Manchester United have now got almost a fully fit squad to return to playing. The only thing is, I don't know if I feel any excitement around Manchester United now, because I'm looking at where Manchester United are now in the league and we've got so much catching up to do. Is there really anything to look forward to? I'm hoping that Manchester United can improve and put some better showings on than we have done in recent times, but to be honest, this season has been one complete and utter fucking disaster for Manchester United, and there hasn't barely been a single game this season where you can say Manchester United have played well in, and I'm not really looking forward to this match at this moment in time. I'm looking at the table, we're 7th in the table going into this game, and the fact that we've had them games postponed has really left Manchester United in the shit. It really has, because you really need to get them points on the board. It's okay having them games in hand against teams that Manchester United should be beating, but we've played Palace and we've played Norwich recently and Young Boys, and we've struggled to beat all three of them bang average shit sides. And it is a real concern for me. I'm concerned that Manchester United are going to struggle to get any higher than about 6th in the league at this moment in time. It really does concern me, and without acquisitions in January, I don't see Manchester United at this moment in time getting into that top 4. I think teams are just too strong ahead of Manchester United. We've given ourselves too much to do, and it is a concern, because I just don't see where the light is at the end of the tunnel for this Manchester United team. I really don't. Maybe I thought this team was better than it actually is. Maybe it's a lot poorer than I thought, and that we do need a lot more reinforcements. And we can say, well, we've spent a shit ton of money in recent years. Yes, we have, but maybe it's the fact that the recruitment has been poor, rather than the fact that yes, we've maybe over the last 4, 5, 6 more years since Fergie retired, we haven't got the managerial positions right, yes, but the acquisition of players has been very, very poor, and that is a massive concern for me. Whether Manchester United can do anything in January to turn this around, I don't know. But going into this one, Newcastle, this is a game that Manchester United on paper should be swatting aside, but we swatted them aside in the end at Old Trafford earlier in the season. But there was a real lift when Cristiano Ronaldo returned to Manchester United, but they did draw level in that game at one stage, so we did end up beating them 4-1. But this game does worry me, because you look at that Norwich game and that could quite easily have gone the other way. I mean, Norwich could quite easily have won that game against Manchester United. So could Palace, because Palace had a good chance against Manchester United before we actually scored the winner, although we were more in control of that game. So it is a concern going into this game. They've got players that could cause Manchester United problems, but they haven't been good at all this season. Newcastle have only won one game all season, and Manchester United going there. We should be just rolling these straight over. And if Manchester United have got any ambitions and finish at worst 4th position, we've really got to step our game up massively in this game. We haven't played for a couple of weeks now, and that is a massive concern for me going into this game. It seems like pre-season starting again, it really does. But we can't have any more games postponed with this coronavirus, because too many games to catch up will really hurt Manchester United if we've got to play games too quick and fast, because I don't know with this squad of players. But going into this game, I don't really expect him to make a wholesale changes to what he's made in the first two Premier League games Rannick's had in charge of Manchester United. I've still got major concerns on whether Rannick's going to turn this round. Manchester United at the start of his reign, 2 1-0s and a draw. Yes, I'm fairly content that Manchester United got them 2 wins, but we will at some point have to pick things up a bit. And I'm pleased that Manchester United are not giving anything away so far, in terms of we've not let goals in them Premier League games, but we're going to have to do a bit more going forward and score more goals, because we can't rely on 1-0s very often. But I thought that if Manchester United could build up a few 1-0s, that we've got the players in the attacking area to score goals. But whether we will score goals, we will have to wait and see. But maybe the damage has already been done under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We will have to wait and see. But I expect obviously David De Gea to be in net for this one. He'll probably go with the same pretty much back four that he's gone with so far. I'm not sure that he's going to start, whether he's going to start Varane. I reckon he'll probably start Lindelof, Maguire, and then he's going to go with Telles and Dalot. That's what I feel anyway. They seem to be his preferred defensive options at this moment in time. Fred and McTominay will be in midfield. Further forward, he's going to go with Sancho and Bruno Fernandes. Then he's going to go with, obviously, Cristiano Ronaldo and Rashford up front. We know that is pretty much how he's going to line up. I would be surprised if he goes with anything else, to be honest. I mean, Rashford's been in shit form this season, but the other options have not been much better, to be honest. I mean, Anthony Martial's been poor. Cavani's been out injured for ages. Greenwood's been average at best this season. So the other options have not really been any better, to be honest, in my opinion. And it is a major concern for Manchester United. I think if Cavani was fit, he would definitely be on fire, and he would be starting up front alongside Cristiano Ronaldo, because this very time I just do not think that Greenwood and Rashford have done anything good enough this season to warrant starts. But I reckon he will go with Rashford. Obviously, under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he was favouring Mason Greenwood a lot in his games leading up to when he got the sack, and Greenwood was letting him down time and time again. So far, he's come back running and had that one good goal against Young Boys, but overall, recently, I feel that Greenwood's performances have been very poor. Even when he scored previously, which is a long while ago against Leicester City, I thought in the overall game he was wasn't good enough, to be honest. And yeah, he can get away with that if the team's playing well, and if he just scores a banger here or there. But overall, he's got to improve his performance in the 90 minutes, because Manchester United cannot rely on just a wonder strike from Greenwood or something. He's got to do a lot more on the ball. He's got to do a lot more in the overall 90 minutes, or Manchester United aren't going to win games of football. But so can Rashford. I mean, Rashford has been horrendous recently as well, and I don't know what's gone wrong with him there. I don't even know if Anthony Martial is going to be even in the squad for this one, because it looks like he's on the verge of leaving Manchester United. So there is so many problems for Rangnick to sort out in this Manchester United team. I mean, what the fuck? We are. I mean, hopefully when he gets a few more games under his belt, Rangnick, as Manchester United manager, he can see what players he can trust and what players are going to be for the chopping board, because some of these players have let previous managers down, and it does look like they're going to let this guy down as well. And maybe that is the fact that Martial leaves Manchester United and other players leave Manchester United in the summer. Whether Rashford is one of these players that keeps his place in the Manchester United squad, we will have to remain to be seen. But he was letting Solskjaer down at times for a while as well. Maybe he's still not fully fit. I just don't know. But a lot of these players have really got to step up to the plate over this Christmas period, or Manchester United are going to be out of any race for top four. And saying that is just a disgrace, because Manchester United should have been a lot closer to Chelsea in that position for third, a minimum, because I still feel this squad in the attacking sense has got enough in their tank to challenge that, but we just haven't seen it. Maybe the players are not good, I just don't know, to be honest. But we've got to go out there and beat this Newcastle team. If we can't do that, then these players are a real disgrace. They're going to probably play with Wilson up front, with obviously St Maximus there as well, who, I mean, Joe Linton will probably be up front as well. I mean, them two are going to be a handful, Wilson and Joe Linton. And then St Maximus, he's a good player. He's a good player, but whether he's got the end product for this, for Newcastle to take them out of that relegation zone, I'm not too sure. They've been playing a 4-4-2 recently under Eddie Howe, but I don't really see their performances have been that much better, to be honest, than under Steve Bruce. And I think a lot of the problem for Newcastle has been that the players just haven't been good enough for Newcastle, to be honest. They've got John Joe Shelby that sometimes plays, but is he really good enough for Newcastle to get them out of this mud? I'm not too sure. I think Newcastle need a lot of investment in January if they're to get out of this, and Callum Wilson up front is going to have to be their man to score the goals to get them out of the mud, because they are really in the mud. They are in a lot worse state than us. So Manchester United have got to go into this game. We're in better form than Newcastle. We're not in great form ourselves. We have picked up a bit since since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did get the sack. I mean, we were in worse form than Newcastle when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got the sack, but I'm hoping Manchester United can at least get through this game. If we can just tick over for now, just pick up some wins, get us some wins under our belt, and hopefully the performances will pick up at some point in time under Rannick. I'm going to go for Manchester United winning this game 2-1. I think Manchester United will probably just have enough to beat this Newcastle team. I don't think it's going to be pretty. I don't think it's going to be easy for Manchester United. We've seen that in the first 3 games under Rannick. The football hasn't been great. We haven't been much. I don't think there's been a much of an improvement than it was under the previous couple of games under Michael Carrick. I mean, under him, certainly under that Arsenal game, and alright, the Chelsea game. Chelsea are a better side than us. So I don't know, but we will have to wait and see. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on this game. How do you see the game going? How do you see things moving forward under Rannick? And do you actually see Manchester United doing anything in January? Because I don't think we will do much in January, but I think Manchester United really do need to do something in January, because this will be an absolute disgrace of a season if Manchester United can't even get a Champions League spot this season. And big investment in January could save that, and Manchester United need to get that Champions League football. We really do, because what the fuck's the next manager going to do fucking with Europa League football again, or Europa League Conference football? It's just going to be one disaster after another. We need to consistently get that Champions League football again for Manchester United and then build on it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.